Alright, so I told my niece that Santa wasn't real because she was being annoying as hell and she cried for 2 hours. Am I in the wrong for this? Today we're going to take the role of a judge and look at some of the horrible things that people do on the internet. So let's get to it. Am I in the wrong for making my sister cry? I, 22F, made my sister, 24F, cry yesterday. Long story short, I mostly work from home in my room with social services. Supporting vulnerable people, my job is generally quite monotonous, and there's a lot of harrowing cases I work with. We are incredibly short-staffed and it can be quite lonely, and the workload can be high at times. At other times, it's a lot of waiting for other teams to complete their work before we can complete ours. Because of all of above, outside my full-time job, I'm searching for another job, trying to continue with my hobbies and see my friends. Anyways, I'm off to grab a coffee from the kitchen, and my sister is sat there making comments about how I essentially do nothing at work and probing me for a response. I spoke about my day at work and she was mocking me. I replied, "When you get a job, you can comment." Then she started shouting at how she has physically demanding jobs in the past and she's got a master's degree. Then she started crying. I reiterated how it's not a competition, but when she gets a job, she can comment. Honestly, you're not in the wrong for this, especially with your sister, as what kind of sister do you have? This is just straight up not family behavior. But as an elder sister as well, she's meant to be guiding you and helping you make these decisions in your life. But she's out here probing you and commenting on your job, especially after coming back from a physically demanding job. Having to deal with her is just gotta be chaotic. Anyway, now she started acting as if I'm some deadly infectious disease. When I walk in the room and my parents are telling me how I need to just accept that's the way she is, I personally think she needs to stop probing me for a reaction, and then she needs to stop crying as soon as it doesn't go her way. And you're completely right. She needs to stop probing you, as in human nature we get probed and we react. That's just how human nature is. And the fact she's playing the victim as well is just honestly just incredible. Especially her being your sister and not a stranger or a friend. She's meant to be there to guide you, help you, and just generally be your support system. But she's acting the complete opposite. I've had this my whole life. She comments on everything. I eat, my exercise, my job, my hobbies and interests. The way I laugh and talk. She also says I have no real friends. I literally can't catch a break. The best advice I would give you is ignore her. Everyone tends to try to rattle each other, and that's just how humans are. I wish we were different, but that's not how it works. Honestly, just ignoring her is the best you can do. That's the best advice I could give you, and the best advice I feel like everyone else would give you too. Let's take a look at the top comment. Your sister sounds like she's constantly trying to tear you down, and when you finally clap back, she plays the victim. She didn't say anything cruel, you just pointed out that she doesn't have a job, which based on context seems fair given how she's mocking yours. Sounds like she's projecting her own insecurities onto you. You don't own her constant patience, but she's been picking at you for years. Honestly, playing devil's advocate, you don't know what happens in other people's lives, so she could be going through her own traumatic situation or stressful situation that you don't know about, but still, this doesn't give her the right to treat you how she wants, especially as an elder sister. The Reddit comment basically summarizes it well. She just needs to stop projecting her insecurities onto you. Am I in the wrong for asking my girlfriend if she can take a shower? My girlfriend really only takes a shower once a week, twice if I'm lucky. Typically we go to the gym together and often ask her why she didn't shower. And she always comes up with things like, "Oh, women don't really sweat much, and I sweat very little even for women's standards." And I don't even buy it, because I can smell. I used to just suck it up because I knew she was extremely sensitive. Kinda not safe for work here, but this also affected our sex life. I could see why it would affect your sex life, as hygiene is a very important thing when it comes to relationships, and to be hygienic is basically should be a necessary thing in a relationship and should be top priority, as you don't want to be around someone who does smell a lot and wouldn't really take a shower if she wanted to. or he wanted to, so I wouldn't blame you for your reaction. Fast forward a bit, she now starts using sauna at the gym, maybe on average 2 times a week. She still refuses to shower. I've said there's just no way you don't sweat much in the sauna. Just me sitting 5 minutes and it gets me soaked. She says she didn't sweat much there either, and she sits there for 20 minutes. Honestly, even after going to a gym, an individual needs to shower. This is just wrong on an entire different level. Humans need to shower, especially after gym. That's just crazy insanity. Things are now worse. I can smell her very badly, almost to the point where I try not to breathe in too close to her because it's not good. I've tried so long to give her hints to get her to shower more, like, hey, do you want to take a shower together? But she can't take the hint and says, why would we do that? There's only room for one under the water anyways. I would just be straight up with her, to be honest, as if you have to hold your breath around your close one or around your partner, this is just not a relationship that is functioning. Honestly, just be straight up with her and ask her to shower. This is the best you can do and the best advice I can give you. One evening, she wanted to lie down on the floor instead of the world map she has. She invited me to lie down next to her and just talk about where we want to go. I lasted for about 1 minute before I had to make up some dumb excuse as to why I had to get up. She then got upset and said something along the lines of, why are you leaving? You never do stuff with me. The truth is, I just can't be close to her for long. If you have to sacrifice, this is a relationship that is not functioning. Honestly, sacrifice is good to a certain level, but when it comes to hygiene, I feel like sacrifice is not something a partner should be doing, especially when it comes to holding your breath next to your loved ones. It is just too funny, to be honest. Just she needs to take a hint and hop in the shower. I'm not even sure if I started to resent her, because it's not only this one thing that was bugging me in the relationship, but maybe I did, and that's my fault for being bad at communicating to her. Anyway, I couldn't hold it any longer. I tried one last time to ask if she wanted to take a shower with me, to show I did want to do stuff with her, but she declined. Then I said, I know you say you don't sweat, but I can smell. I don't like the smell of sweat, etc. And it being a popular gym we go to, I would appreciate if you showered a bit more. I'd say you made the right decision to tell her, as sacrificing your breathing for a relationship is a different type of commitment. I'd say you done the right choice in telling her what she needs to do and to include the smell, as you've been honest, and the best she could do is take her advice. Even though it's a bit harsh, I would say that if you can smell the stench, she's got to take a shower. She freaked out. World War III started. She accused me of things and asked if I found it disgusting. It almost felt like she wanted me to think she's disgusting for some messed up reason. Like this was an easy way to create distance between us. Have less sex and all that. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It's just, to me, it feels awfully obvious to not shower if not daily. At least every other day. She said she doesn't want to shower her hair often, but still, you can shower your body. Our relationship is borderline over because I hurt her. So am I in the wrong? What could I have done differently? To summarize, you're not in the wrong at all. If I was in a relationship with someone that did smell, as to how you're writing about it, I would say I'd end the relationship, to be frank, as hygiene is a really important factor in any relationship, and it should be just a general assumption to be hygienic. And yeah, I would say you're not in the wrong, and you're also not in the right, as a different approach could have helped. But to summarize, you've done the right thing and you're not entirely in the wrong. Alright, that's going to be it for today. Do drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.